There is a difference between being a karmic person versus being walking karma. Here's the difference for my black sheep scapegoats out there, my empaths, my light workers, my star seeds, my chosen ones out there. We are walking karma. How people treat us is how we will essentially treat them. How they treat us will reflect on what's going to happen next in their life. Are they going to ascend after treating us well? Or are they going to descend and continue on that karmic loop cycle if they do us wrong? Let's see. However, a lot of us, we were born into families that were karmic families. And a lot of times you can have like a sibling family member that is the karmic, that almost, it's kind of like a mirror reflection. It's almost as if it's like the karmic's sibling family member, they have a similar life story to the chosen one that is the walking karma. And a lot of times, but here's the major difference. The one that is karmic will forever be karmic. They will not ascend. They will not heal. They will not evolve. They are there to show you what the outcome is when you go through all of this painful trauma, dealing with narcissistic ass parents and everything, and dealing with the life of abuse and being unloved. They are the result. That is the consequence of the parents' actions, right? This is the outcome. And by the way that they just throw their whole life away, they don't invest into themselves, they don't pour into themselves, they don't put in the work to heal themselves internally, they will forever remain karmic. Some family members are meant to not evolve. They are there to just show you what it's like when you don't. So when you're sticking around them, it's a constant loop. It's because they're not here to evolve. They're just here to be a distraction. Now, the difference is that you, as the one that is the walking karma, you are different. You will evolve. You will ascend. You will tune within. You will look within and deal with your pain, deal with your traumas, deal with all of your past hurts. You will deal with those shadows. You will face your inner demons. You will conquer those inner demons. You are the one where you show what it's like, where you can have all of these horrible abusive experiences with these narcissistic ass parents and family, but you see that when you have your strong faith in God, when you continue to keep God first, when you continue to strengthen your relationship with God and you don't lose your faith and God is the center of your universe, then you see how God is the only thing that really can save you from a situation like that. And you have to choose a side. And when you choose God, you're not choosing your family. It's like you either got to choose your family or choose God. You can't choose both. We can't serve two masters, so we got to choose one. But it's like we choose God as our parents. Chosen ones, we do. Because a lot of us were neglected and abandoned by our parents. So we're like, since they abandoned us, we can go to our holy heavenly mother and father and they can be our parents, right? But with them, they chose the dysfunction. They chose their parents. They chose that cycle. They chose for their parent to be their God, right? They're sitting around waiting for the parents to finally do right by them, to change, to do all of that, when the parents are not meant to evolve either, when the parents are not meant to ascend or change. Now, I get it. Some parents can change. Some parents can heal and evolve. It just really depends on your situation. But there are a lot of us chosen ones in these karmic narcissistic families where the parents are not going to evolve either. They're not going to heal. They're not going to look within. They're not going to learn how to love themselves. They're not going to learn how to have a stronger relationship with God. Like, we are the blueprint. Really, us as the walking karma, we are the blueprint. They just show us what not to do. They show us what not to be, the type of parent to not be, the type of woman or man to not be. The type of woman or mother or father to not be. They show us what we need to not do, right? And the thing is, sometimes I spoke a lot about having a counterfeit chosen one in a family where the karmic sibling is the one that is the counterfeit chosen one, because yes, their stories are and backgrounds are similar to the chosen one child. The one that is the walking karma. However, they are the counterfeit because the one thing that a chosen one has that we all collectively have is we have a strong relationship with God, with the Most High God. Okay, we do. You cannot call yourself a chosen one if you don't have a relationship with God. Okay, point blank period. You can. Okay, so they are the counterfeit because they think that just because they have a similar background to the chosen one, that they are also a chosen one, but they fail to realize that if you don't have a relationship with God, you're not a chosen one. You're just karmic. And have you ever noticed that even when you try to talk to them about it and stuff, and they talk about the benefits of like being a chosen one, but they don't talk about the nitty gritty. They don't talk about going within. They don't even talk about God. You know, they talk about the aesthetic that comes with being a chosen one, but they don't talk about how they awaken to the fact that they are chosen because God revealed it to them, because they have a relationship with God. Like, you don't hear the one that is the counterfeit chosen one in the family, the one that is the karmic sibling that will forever be karmic. They speak nothing about God, nothing about their relationship with God, nothing about having gratitude. They don't have the spirit of God within them. Okay? They have the devilish spirit within them, because even the devil can disguise himself as an angel of light. Okay? And that's really what it is. You're seeing these demonic spirits in the vessels of your family members disguise themselves as an angel of light when really they're not of the light. They are of the darkness. Because if they were of the light, then they would be chasing God and chasing a relationship with God instead of chasing all of these low vibrational entities and energies that they come across, whether it's a toxic relationship, whether it is whatever the case may be. So you got to realize there is a difference between being walking karma and being karmic. You as a chosen one, you are walking karma. How people treat you is going to determine their karma. So people can either have good karma or bad karma. And a lot of times, chosen one, you've witnessed a lot of people getting their bad karma for how they've treated you. But at the same time, it's probably been seldom. It's been less times than the other side. Like, you've seen more people's life crumble for doing you wrong, and that's their karma, than you've seen people's life actually get better and elevate after doing you right. Because you've come across a lot of people, chosen one, that have done you wrong. You've come across more people that have done you wrong than people that have done right by you. That's why. But you definitely can see it. Like, I've even seen it in my own life. A person that was very, very loving towards me, and I have watched their life progress and get better ever since. And every single time I come back to this person, they continue to give me love. They continue to pour into me. They continue to love me unconditionally, which is exactly why their life is continuing to get better, because it's like our light shines on them. And once we are so connected to source. So once we're like, hey, source, this is a good person. This is a good being. This is a great person. Source is going to continue to bless that person, right? But because our light sees the truth. So once our light is seeing the truth and we're like, yes, this person right here is wonderful. They're a pure soul. They're amazing. They deserve all the blessings in the world. God will continue to bless them, to give them what their heart desires, right? But when we look at people that are bad people, that are negative, like that are toxic, negative, demonic spirits, and we see that shit, and our light sees the truth, our light sees all of that darkness, that's exactly why their life will continue to be in darkness. That's exactly why their life will go the way that it will continue to go. And especially if they have access to us physically, these demonic people, if they have access to us physically and they still continue to hurt us and just do us wrong and do us dirty, they're just continuing to rack up more shit. And at some point, like, they're racking up more karma to come to them, but sometimes they're going to get some instant karma. It's going to come right then and there. And they're going to see how their lives are not progressing, not getting better because of how they are treating us. Because they have the spirit of pride. They have all the 7 deadly sins. They have the spirit of pride. They are way too prideful to stop what they're doing and to do right by you. They're too prideful for it. And pride always comes before the fall. So because they're way too prideful, that's where they will fall. And a lot of them will fall on their ass. They will fall flat on their face. But when they fall, it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be pretty. Right? So listen, we chosen ones, star seeds, black sheeps, light workers, we are the walking karma. Okay? People can either get good karma or bad karma based on how they do us, based on how we see the truth and reality of who they are. We are the truth, and we see the truth because God has given us the gift of seeing the truth. And when we see the truth, we can't unsee it. When we see a good person, a pure-hearted person, all we can see is a good, pure-hearted person, pure spirit. But when we see a negative, demonic spirit in somebody, we can't unsee that. And that's all we see. We will either see an angel in somebody or a demon in somebody. Point blank, period. And those counterfeit, karmic siblings are karmics. They're not chosen ones. They're counterfeits. They will forever be karmic. They will never evolve. So stop giving them your energy. Starve them.